Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starting pitcher, Jacob Misiorowski. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Just about to get underway, and it'll be... Springer to step to the plate. Up the middle, Terang. Handles, throws the first. One pitch and one out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Davis Schneider.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Check swing called strike. Strike one.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. That one ripped. Makes a nice running catch. Two-way down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk.
A 4-homer game, Boog. That's just rare power. His name is in a club with guys like Lou Gehrig, Willie Mays, Chuck Klein, and Mike Schmidt. It's pretty nice company to keep.
Liner snapped to first. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. This is Brewers baseball on the Show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is fouled. So we'll try it again. The 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Line to left. And foul ball. way inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. In the air, left field, and it's a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Line drive to short and caught. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And now it's William Contreras. What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Ball one, no strikes. Terang with a homer in his last game. And another ball. On the ground, right side. Schneider. Play made, that ends the inning. Scoreless after one. Top of the second, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. On its way to the corner. Frelick running hard to get it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Mizorowski, an all-star a season ago, 23 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. Varsho checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is filled up. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game. Foul ball there. Second inning here, no score. Ball in the dirt and it gets away. To second, safe, he beats it. And now a man into scoring position. So now with one away and a man at second. So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. He was hitless in 4 at-bats on Sunday. That one finds the corner, 0-1. This to third, Hamilton throws to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
A little bit low. Ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch. He's just missing with some pitches that I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown.
And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So here's the Brewers DH, Gary Sanchez. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Now the 0-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. So up next, Luis Matos. Way high with that one. And it's 1-1. On the ground to Menes. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He wastes no time on this one. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here. Just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Sliced hard but foul. 1-1 now. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And the batter is George Springer. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Oh, great stop. There's one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. Vladdy with some impressive production lately. Right through there for a strike.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Two down, nobody on. Bounced up the middle. Fires over to first. That is the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Fought off foul. 0-2 now. In the air, right side. And there's one away. Fouled off down the right side. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One out, runner at second. David Hamilton will hit next.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And it's second. And now it's even up. Two down. Line drive to short and caught. Milwaukee leaves one. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first. A great play deep in the hole.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That one ripped, but foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that. Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Varsho wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back. Out of here. A solo shot. Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Schneider in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That clips the corner.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
– That one misses, and it's 2-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Toronto picks up one on this homer. We're midway in the fourth. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a foul ball.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The 0-1. That one fouled off. One and two here. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
The 1-0. And that one pulled foul. Contreras off of first with two away. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next for Milwaukee, Luis Matos. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Two on, two outs. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Brewers strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And a foul ball.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The 0-2. Bounce to the left side. Hamilton fires to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Sliced hard but foul. The 1-1. That one in triple digits. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell moving under it. Makes the grab. One out man at first. And now the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Jimenez, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
That one finds the zone. They're down 3-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. Flips it. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Ball 1 there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Strikes him out with 100. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Good job to fight that one off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Comes up empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a bouncer. Jimenez. Throw to first in time. Next for the Brewers, David Hamilton. 0 for 1 so far.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. Hard hit right side. Slings to first in time. Ripped to third and caught.
Glad that is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but he doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Varsho up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throw to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
The effort effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. Catcher can hang on, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
At the plate, Jesus Sanchez. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. And on second, 2 down. And that's downstairs and outside. That's in there. Sanchez wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Top of the zone for a called strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Jays are out front, 3-0. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the 6th. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Rogers also throwing. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air, right field, and a couple of quick outs. This is Bryce Terang.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. So another good inning for him on the mound. New pitcher on here, D.L. Hall.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
smoked on the ground to second. Throw over to Bowers. One pitch and one out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Anthony Santander at the plate. He crushed one out of here earlier. An absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First offering, and it just misses. This one chopped in the ground, but foul. Man at first, one away. Swing and a foul straight back. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. Caught him looking for the K. Jimenez not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. So that removes their last challenge. Back to the top of the order now. George Springer digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and it just misses. Santander off of first with 2 away. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And a foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Frelick after it. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. One left for Toronto, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brendan Little. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. That one fouled hard the other way. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Foul ball there. That one blasted deep to right. Going back on this one. Out of here. Gary Sanchez goes the opposite way. 3rd home run of the season, and they inch closer. It's 3-1. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
comes up empty.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive. And there's one down. Luis Matos up now for the Brewers. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's a 1-1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Hauls it in to end the inning. But the Brewers get one back on the solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in Milwaukee, we're at the top of the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. And the 1-0. Hard hit, but right at him in left.
That's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. It's ahead in the count.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Paul, a 6'1 lefty, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time. And now it's Dalton Varsho. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped the foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Varsho leads off first with 2 down to the inning. swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Just missed it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Brewers 1. You're watching Brewers baseball on the Show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the eighth. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. In the air, left field, Sanchez on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, number 12. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Hammer down the right side for foul. Now. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. Nope. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 runs across in the inning. Here at the top of the ninth. Stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That's out number 2. Here's George Springer. Now a rip into left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner at second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. That one missed. Finds his way through, base hit. Here comes Springer around third. Can't run it cleanly. In comes the run for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Two outs and one in scoring position. There's a strike. This one in the air right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Vladdy comes in to score. Relay throw to second. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And it's second. The 1-2. Left field. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So 2 down, and now it's going to be Davis Schneider. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Man on second, 2 down. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an 8-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Out to short, Ortiz. Zips it to first, and the inning is over. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Jays lead it. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swings through that one for strike 1. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Ball, catch and grab.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Show moving back for it. And forget it. A solo shot. His 4th home run of the season. And they cut into the deficit.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. This one in the air right field. Springer racing after it. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Jake Bauers. Up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. Out towards right center field. Varsho on his way over. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game 1 of the series on the road.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Here in Milwaukee, we've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure. Baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field.
And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Chad Patrick. Chris, how about a scouting report? Okay, all set to go. Here's George Springer to start it off. And here we go on Jackie Robinson Day.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Tosses to first, one out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a big factor for them in recent games, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate. When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Just underway here in Milwaukee. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. High fly ball out towards left field. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall. Varsho matched a homer in his last game. Ball to strike. Tap foul at the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. Coming home. The relay. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0. So up next, Davis Schneider. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And it's second. And that is out of play.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. What's the scouting report on him?
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that one hammered. Varsho going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
This is Bryce Terang. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Here's Gary Sanchez now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Brandon Lockridge, the next to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that one fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. That one just misses.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Brewers leave him loaded. They're down 1-0. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. You know, Singy, when you think about every player wearing number 42 on Jackie Robinson Day, you can thank Ken Griffey Jr. for all of it. Griffey was the first player to come up with the idea of wearing number 42 back on April 15th in 1997, the 50th anniversary of Robinson's major league debut. Right through there for a strike.
Plus, just look at his last 10 games. He's been a difference maker for his team, and he's putting runs on the board. That's a great combo.
That was also the day that Bud Selig retired his number. And Griffey, who was playing for the Mariners at the time, asked to have his uniform number flip-flopped, switching from 24 to 42. Got him! Dave Lawrence rings him up. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
2-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 2-1. And there's a ball. That one fouled off. Payoff pitch. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Bowers to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 1. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the inning. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. His second of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing. You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Out towards right center field. Springer gets under it. And there's one away. So digging in, David Hamilton. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Misses off the inside. 2-1. Strike on the inside corner. Battling here as he fouls it away. Comes a 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. Back here in Milwaukee, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Well, these Blue Jays did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way.
Run around the move. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell under it. Takes it in for the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, it doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to short, Ortiz. The throw to first, and he's out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that one hit to first, and it gets by him. Fires it to the plate. The throw won't get there in time, and they get a run at home.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Varsho takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Kirk off of first with 2 away. Hard hit left side. That's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1. Back here at American Family Field. Here's the Brewers DH, William Contreras. He boasts a batting average that ranks top 10 in the league at the moment, Singy. Elio 1. That catches the corner. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. That one is lifted in the air. Sanchez on his way over. And there's one down. The 1-2. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Gary Sanchez went down on strikes his first time through.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs. Anytime teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house, they're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
2-1 to Sanchez. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on the move. He's got it. And that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider.
Hey, question. If you had to pick, because the number 42 jerseys are really cool, obviously, for Jackie Robinson. But if you had to pick any team that you were going to have 42 put on to just kind of sport around, would it be a Phillies jersey? Because I know you were kind of a Phillies fan growing up.
I grew up as a Phillies fan. If I had to do a 42 jersey, though, I'd still think I'd do a Dodger jersey.
Yeah.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. That's to third. Long throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. How about you?
You know what? I'd actually like to. I mean, the Dodgers, Brooklyn Dodgers is
right.
It's pretty awesome. That one is. But I also would be interested in looking at one of the Negro Leagues, jerseys.
Sure.
And going 42 with that one.
Sliced hard but foul. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Up the middle, Ortiz. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Two outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Pitch misses, and the count's full.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the ground to the left, Ortiz. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one almost got him. Whipped out into right center. That's a base hit. So runner aboard to start the inning.
By staying patient and disciplined, they're working themselves into those advantage counts where they're seeing some really good pitches to hit.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Out towards right center field. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Fly to right his first time. Swing and he popped it up. Schneider settles underneath it. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Two on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Sanchez should have this one, and that's the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Quinn Priester. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Hit on the ground to the right side. Throws to first in time. One pitch and one out. Chopped to the right side. Bowers. He takes it on his own, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. And that drops in for a strike. Springer in his 13th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Broken bat, roller to first. Bowers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains 2-2. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the fifth. William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Ripped to the right center. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
It's tough because you want to help your team, so it's easy falling into the trap of trying to do too much, and that just leaves you out in front from time to time.
And at second. Finds his way through, base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Tommy Nance gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
No outs. Runner at first. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. Right through there for a strike. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, 1 down. Pulls that one foul. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fisher warming up as well. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Lockridge stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2. That one misses, and now 3-0.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And that's in for a strike. And now 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass. And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Two on, 2 outs. Double steal. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. To third, not in time. He's safe as a run scores. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Go to second. He's safe. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. The 0-2. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And a 1-2. That's ripped into the outfield. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that is that. But 2 runs. Great to have you with us here on Jackie Robinson Day. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Fouled off. He was late. Liner, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field. Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And a count 1-2. The Jays with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Guerrero gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. It's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. One out man at first. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And he'll one. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground. Dive, and he's got it. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Curve, hit right back to him. They take the force out, third out, and that ends the frame. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it here, 4-2. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Braden Fisher. Here's the third baseman, David Hamilton. The 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And down on strikes. And there's one down. Movement in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia appears to be getting loose. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. And there's two away. Next is the designated hitter, William Contreras. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on. On a line, base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That is the inning. Milwaukee leaves one as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. We go to the top of the seventh, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The Brewers leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. This one in the air, center field. And that quickly 2 away. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. That one lifted to left. Lockridge moving back for this one. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here at American Family Field. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. Gets it to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Next pitch is downstairs. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Popped up. Kirk moving under this one. 2 away now.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Braden Fisher is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher on here, Jimmy Garcia. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Brandon Lockridge up now for the Brewers. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back here in Milwaukee, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Hauls it in, gone away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses. The 1-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Good job to fight that one off. The Brewers up by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty, and that's for Toronto. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, called strike. And the count is 0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one missed. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Quinn Priester gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New arm out of the bullpen, Abner Uribe.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Brewers 4 and the Blue Jays 2. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. That's in there. That's strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Max Scherzer up and throwing. Garcia, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one missed. Got him swinging.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Swings through that one for strike one. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho moving under it. And there's 2 away. Next for the Brewers, David Hamilton.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sanchez settles under it, and the inning is over. It's the Brewers 4 and the Blue Jays 2. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor McGill.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down a win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Struck him out looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Schneider stands in now, looks at that one inside. The Brewers trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And that misses. Ball 3. There's a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Throw over to Bowers. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
That one at the knees for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. And they cut it to the deficit. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yeah, but it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he was going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Clemens in the box now. No balls and a strike. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. He's going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if he can.
Pitch misses. 1-2 the count. Got him. That's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Here in Milwaukee, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boog. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starter, Brandon Sproat. And he's kind of been the talk of baseball since his last outing.
Boog, 8 solid innings his last time out, picked up the win. See what he's got today. If he plays catch with his catcher the way he did, doesn't shake off, I think we'll see more of the same.
All right, ready to go here. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Tap back to the mound. No play. That's an infield single.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
The 1-0. Late on that fastball. Springer on the run. On the ground at first. Has some trouble with it. The flip. Nicely done for the out. Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah, he's been swinging it really well over the last few weeks, man. An OPS over 900 last month. He's put the team on his back, just carrying these guys. Definitely the guy you want up there right now, especially when you need a big swing of the bat.
Alejandro Kirk in the box now. Takes strike one. Kirk thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Man at second. Right down to shoot. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Stays alive. Got him. Too gone.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Man on second, 2 down. Squirts away a little bit. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Springer around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Stepping in, Davis Schneider. Not in time. He's safe.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
And the 1-0. In the air to left center. Jones moving under it. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Brandon Lockridge, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. Fouled off down the right side. The 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Ripped to right. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, William Contreras.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at-bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under 500 over his last 10 games.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. In the air, left field. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And now it's William Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. And the tying run is on base.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
The 1-0. Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Out of here! Gary Sanchez goes the opposite way. His fourth home run of the season. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 2 down. Here's the veteran first baseman, Luis Rengifo. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 to count.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Straw coming on. And that's the third out. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. We go on to inning number 2. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So the Milwaukee Brewers have had an outstanding start to the season. Only a few weeks in, but so far they're every bit as good as expected, Singy.
We've gotten the opportunity to just see how confident this ball club is, and everyone knew coming in they were going to be a good team, and sometimes teams can struggle under those lofty expectations, but not these guys so far. You can see the swagger, and on top of it, they're producing the results to back it up.
And while it's still early, we're definitely getting glimpses of just how good they can be. Strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate with a couple of homers in this series. 3 hits total. Santander starting as the designated hitter, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and so far this year he's slugging over 500. Close but called a ball. Ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. There's a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
On the ground, Terang gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the second. Luis Matos up now for the Brewers. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
In the air, right side. He's got it. And there's one away. And that one ripped to left. Out number 2. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, David Hamilton. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. That one is upstairs. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. And he chases a high fastball there.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Gets under and pops it up. That is the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Hammer, base hit. And the tying run is on base. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-1. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
He had that base stolen.
In there, sets him down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Lockridge drops steps, heads back on him. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 2-1. Back here at American Family Field. Glad you're with us. Well, Singy, this offense has been lighting up the scoreboard of late, but today, pretty mediocre.
Yeah, not quite the barrage we're used to, but it's still early. Need to make some adjustments at the plate and take it from there. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
So now back to the top of the order.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw. Save. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second. That's outside. And the count now 2-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
1 away. So now with 1 away and a man at second, this is Bryce Terang. Fly to left his first time.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
And 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Smoked into left field. Base hit. Rounds third, headed to the plate. Relay throw home. Save. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at first, one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. A 1-1. Breaking ball, and that got him. First and second, 1 out. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Tommy Nance getting ready to go. Scherzer warming up as well. 2 on, 1 out. Runners on the move. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Trey Savage will depart, and this is one. New pitcher on here, Max Scherzer.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That one lifted to left. Strong on his way over. 2 down. Luis Matos up now for the Brewers. Fly to right his first time. That one lined to left field. That's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. On the ground right side. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. The Brewers had 3 on this blast. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
So up next, Ernie Clement. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
The Brewers leading by 5. Top half of inning number 4. 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
That smash towards center. Makes the grab.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
In the dirt to second, but he's in there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. And it's gone. Anthony Santander knocks one out. Home run number 5 on the season. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Miles Straw. Two down, nobody on. This ball's chopped on the ground. Turang over to first in time. And that is the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 6-3. Back here in Milwaukee, ready to go, bottom 4. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Max Scherzer back to work.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Straw under it. One down. Rips that one to right. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Brandon Lockridge will hit next. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
There's a strike. 95 of that one.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Scherzer gets the punch out, and that is the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Back here at American Family Field, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Just missed. Foul ball there. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Man at second. In the dirt. In for a strike. And a count 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just missed. One out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Strike on the inside corner. Out towards right center field. Matos makes the grab on the run. Sliced hard but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Bottom of the inning. Will Singy yet another impressive offensive output.
Yeah, but this lineup seems to just feed off each other. They're proving that hitting really is contagious, putting on a show in this one.
Terang in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Nobody in the league has more stolen bases than he does this season. He has been dangerous. Scherzer over 200 career wins and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. To the right side. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. This one in the air, center field. Varsho should have this one. That's out number 2. Gary Sanchez at the plate, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
In the air, right field. Springer on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Brewers go down quietly, but they still lead it 6-3. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Dalton Varsho getting ready to hit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brandon. Pitching change here, Aaron Ashby.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs. Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we?
Terang. Here's Ortiz for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. That one fouled off. Schneider leads off first with one away.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Into the outfield, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. What a stop. The feed for one. Double play. What a great killing to end the inning. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. The Brewers lead it 6-3. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 6th, Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Jimenez. To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Greg Jones up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. Varsho after it. Long run. Nice grab. And the inning is over. It's the Brewers 6 and the Blue Jays 3. Back here at American Family Field. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. On the ground to the left. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The lefty, the 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Lockridge under it. 2 down. Here's George Springer. 1 for 3. And that's downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Here's the 2-2. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Tommy Nance takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fisher also getting ready. Makes the grab, 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Foul ball. Comes up empty.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Laser could be trouble, and that one's going to get into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Man at second. No question about this one. It's out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add on. It's 8-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now 8-3. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And another ball. Ashby, a 6-foot lefty, 190 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Varsho in the box, lays off for ball 1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And there's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called. In the dirt. Two on, 1 out. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. And very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Clement stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering is down low. The Jays with a chance to get back into it. And we're in the top of the 8th. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. And a 3-1 on the way. That one to first. Rengifo. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jimmy Garcia. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. There's a line drive to left field. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
At the plate, Luis Matos. That's out to center field. Varsho under this one. And there's one away. Greg Jones up now for the Brewers. In the air, left field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Save. And now second and third with one gone. There's the strike.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there in time, and both runs can score. One run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 10-3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to full side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now a chance for Joey Ortiz. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
And it's fouled away. One away with a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Goes down looking. And he'll challenge that called strike.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Left side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
So back to the top of the order. Brandon Lockridge now at the plate. First pitch way inside a fastball. Hard hit left side. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. The Brewers have the lead 10-3. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. we're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Abner Uribe.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Fought off foul. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball one. This one's smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they cut into the deficit.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Up the middle. Sends it to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Here's Andres Jimenez. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. The 0-1. Swing and a bouncer. He steps on the bag. Blue Jays have just one out left here. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.